I need to understand that you
Well,
guys are
another
all
day,
in and
another
you're going to make the
dollar.
same kind of commitment, okay?
So let
So I'm
me
going to
give you
see
the
some weight
progress of
loss for both of you by
my
the time you come back. Amy, I need to see you lose 25 pounds
COVID
before I can approve your surgery.
2 month,
Tammy, your weight
two
right now is a
two times
608. I want to see
COVID
you around 550. I don't think I have to tell
blessed.
you that if
I got COVID
you guys
twice.
don't lose the weight and a lot of weight,
I'm in the
not only
process of overcoming my depression and slash my mental health status. Let me tell you what's been going on. So I've been struggling for a couple of months. I know that I had been struggling with a lot of trauma that I had dealt with when I was a kid. That I had to deal with when I was a kid, and it surfaced recently.
You can exercise. The best thing for you
But
guys if you
this
have
whole
access to a pool is to
2020,
go swimming.
it surfaced
Because
a
that's
lot.
going to get that
Like
extra
from
weight off
January
your
1
knees and your
to
hips and your back
to
and so
now,
forth. That's probably
it
the
has
best thing
surfaced.
for you. I want you
But let
back
me
here
tell
in a
you
month. Check
how
on
I
your
know
progress.
that I'm still fighting, but yet I'm able to deal with it and overcome it, because
All right. Bye, guys.
when I'm going through my depression stages, I can feel it. I notice it is coming. I know my interactions, how my response, how I how I tensed up. So learning to understand what happens to my mental health when I have triggers has helped me to understand how to overcome it. And the reason why I said that is because if I feel a tingling going down my arm, I know I'm overwhelmed. I know I'm stressed. I don't know what's stressing me out, but I know I'm stressed. And if I let it go, it becomes more like another trigger. It triggers something else. So what happens to me is, even though I'm able to get up and continue my daily living and go to work and everything, I see it coming out in my house, or the things that I do, or how I interact with people. And I can feel myself being angry. I'm not for sure if I'm angry at myself or the world, but I can feel myself being angry. So what I've noticed is that for me to finally overcome this is to take it step by step. So let me tell you what changed. In the last couple of months, since I'm gonna say October. October, I've seen it kind of like, okay, wake up. This is what has to happen. So I started with my kitchen. I wash I wash every dish, because I had in the kitchen. I had dishes that were up in the ceiling, like I had that many dishes. I was like, oh my god. And so I also saw, I started getting overwhelming. So what I would do when I looked at it, I would go lay down, because my head would feel dizzy. My mind would feel like I'm overwhelmed. I feel like, and then my chest would feel like I won't be able to overcome it. So recently, I said, okay, I took it one step at a time. I finished the dishes, I cleaned them, I cleaned the kitchen and everything else. Then I went to the second area of my chaotic that I was encountering inside my heart. And most of it came from my anger that I had towards my mother. It came from the anger that I had towards my ex. It came from feeling guilty about my son and the decision that I decided when I decided to send him to his dad. It came from that. I had to go backwards, retrace my steps to able to understand what direction I was going and where I was coming from. So at this point, I'm learning, and I'm still in the process of learning. So don't get me wrong. Uh, I have not completely overcome. My favorite things to do is um, immerse myself in my arts and crafts, draw, color. Um, I like my pottery, even though I haven't been able to be active in it. So I, I went a different direction, and the direction that I went is through painting and drawing and just finding new resources that will help me excel the pain that was inside of me. Um, I love to write. I write and 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 I write. Um, I love to read, and the reading process has helped me because I read in every way that I can. If I'm of obstacles that if I have obstacles that do not allow me to read, um, I do audio reading. I I learned to love books. Um, I learned not to have fear because fear has been one of my biggest stabilizer. And like, you might as well give me a tranquilizer and keep me there. And then after I was, I had COVID at the beginning of the year, and after I was diagnosed with COVID the second time, I saw my anxiety coming back on. I felt my depression coming. I knew, okay, I need to grab a hold to it. So I began to listen to music. With this being said, what I'm telling you is pay attention to your mental health, because your mental health will give you the triggers that they will tell you, okay, you need to slow down. You need to gather your thoughts. You need to gather the decisions that you're making. You need to look into what's going on. So, what I'm saying to you is make sure you love yourself enough to understand that mental health is real, just like COVID is real, just like the trauma that affect your life are real. And it's okay to find things to help you overcome it. The first thing you got to do is be like an alcoholic and accept that things are happening and that you got to solve the issue. One thing and one number one thing that I will advise you on is that seek help at all times. And if you work and if you feel that you need a mental health day or a mental health break, take it. Don't take your life for granted. Don't take your mental health for granted. Love yourself, honor yourself, and everything else is going to get in place. All right, guys. So I will talk to you another day. Bye.